Hey guys, it's Aiko. I'm an American English pronunciation coach and business coach based in Hawaii. So I invited one of my clients who have taken my business coaching today. So Yumi, thank you very much for coming to my show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, so Yumi, would you please tell us about yourself a little bit?
Okay, I'm an English pronunciation coach, just like Aiko-san, and I'm based in Tokyo. And I teach English conversation to Japanese people who are struggling with their pronunciation and accents. And I've been teaching for more than like 25 years now. And yes, that's what I do now so far.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I want to know how your business was and your life situation before taking my business coaching, because I really loved your transformation through my business coaching. And then you told me now you have time for yourself and all of that. But first, I want to ask you what kind of situation you were in before taking my business coaching.
Okay, the first time I took Aiko-san's coaching was like 2019, I guess.
2020.
2020. Okay, so before that, I was teaching like almost every day, like every morning and evenings, and my working hours was like more than 40 hours per week in total. I was teaching mornings and evenings, which means I have this split schedule. And so I have free afternoon, but only like from 1 p.m. to like 5 p.m. So it's kind of difficult to do anything, to plan anything during that period. You work in the morning, you work in the evenings, and just a couple of hours break. So I was feeling like I'm wasting my time kind of, because I cannot schedule anything. And then I was working on Saturday and Sundays too, because some of my students are too busy for taking my classes on weekdays, so they want to study on weekends. So it was kind of a very messy schedule, and the students would often cancel my lessons because they're busy. They say, oh, sorry, Yumi Sensei, today I have urgent meetings. I have to go to clients. So can I change my lesson? Can I reschedule my lesson? And I said, oh, okay. And then you have to, reschedule your work plans. And that was making my everyday life crazy. And then I didn't even make half of the sales that I make now. So it was very busy and kind of stressful. I like teaching and I love my students, but I cannot plan anything. Weekday nights, I'm kind of occupied because I had 2-3 lessons and every evening. And so yeah, that was my situation before taking Aiko-san's course back into 2020.
Wow, I am so glad that now you have time for yourself, right? Because when you told me that you were working 7 days a week, when you told me, I'm like, No, no, right? Because don't you have something that you want to do for your life and stuff? But I'm so glad that now you have time for yourself. So my next question would be, like, so why did you decide to take my business coaching, and why at that time? Why 2020?
Um, at that time, I was, I think, not only me, but for everyone in the whole world, 2020 is a very different year, because that COVID thing just spread all over the world, and everybody got stuck in their homes. And then my students stopped coming to my place. I was teaching online and face to face, and some of my students came to my place here to take my lessons, and they stopped. They had to stop because everybody got, in a quarantine period, right? And then I had some spare time to think about my life. What am I going to do if this COVID thing will, last forever? What should I do? And then maybe this is kind of a, opportunity to change something, change my what's it called? Work life balance or something. Yeah,
Yeah, work-life
yeah.
balance.
Work life balance. And because I was working just too much, too hard, and then suddenly everything changed in 2020. And then I considered, what should I do? And Aiko-san just messaged me. I forgot what you told me, but something just hooked me. Like, I should change I should change myself before I change something. And then I knew that Aiko-san started from scratch in building your own business. And after a few years, you became really successful. I knew that. So I wanted to pick your brain to help me change my life. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So then after taking my business coaching, what started happening? Like, I know your mindset started changing and shifting after each session, but what was happening at that time?
Um, okay, the first thing Aiko-san told me was that I was charging too low. Do you remember? You said that to me. Yeah. And that was kind of shocking to me, because I never thought I was charging too low. To be honest, I thought I was quite expensive. Yeah. And this is very common for Japanese people, I guess. I was kind of trapped by dogma, which is that if you want to make money, if you want to make a lot of money, you have to work for long hours. Then, so that's why I was working like almost every day. And then you said I was charging too low. I have to double my lesson fee. And I was like, double? I was so scared, what am I going to do? If I doubled my price, my lesson fee, the clients, my students would leave me, and then I lose money. I was so scared, but it turned out differently. I told my students that I was gonna, raise my lesson fee, and less than 20%, about 15% of my students quit, but the rest just stayed with me. And one of the students told me that I was kind of waiting for you to say that, Yumi Sensei, because I thought your lesson fee is too low. That's what she told me. And I was like, wow. And that changed my mindset. The students also thought that my lesson fee is too low. So, oh, okay. And then that was the start of my, whole change. I was very scared, but after that, I'm not scared anymore. Yeah, so that was really, really something I cannot forget.
I'm sure, like, because I remember you were like, no, I cannot do that. No, that's too uncomfortable. Or, wow, do I have to tell my students that? I remember that, like, I remember your initial reaction when
Mhm.
I mentioned that maybe you can double your fee, right? So, but I'm glad that you did because you experienced it, right? Because when you value yourself more, the world will value you more
Yes,
because students
exactly.
see, right? So the students see your value way more than you were valuing yourself before, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah. Wow,
Yes.
I love that. And then I really love how you take action because when I suggest a new thing to you that maybe you initially did not like, maybe the idea that I suggested, but you do it anyway. So I really admire you in so many ways because you are my role model who takes action fearlessly because you seek for changes. So I really love how you transformed. So then what was the biggest takeaway, or like how my coaching changed your mindset?
Um, as I said before, I was trapped by dogma. You have to work hard for long hours to make money, earn money. And, making money is not a bad thing, but in Japan, it is kind of like, if you make money, if you work less and make a lot of money, that's kind of like, you're doing something wrong. You are cheating, that kind of um feelings. um you're what's that, the word for that, this kind of feeling? um imposter feelings. um I'm not doing the right thing. I'm charging too much and I'm working less and making a lot of money. I'm a cheater or something like that. That kind of feeling just disappeared after taking Aiko-san's coaching, because I'm doing the right thing. And you know my now I feel like my time is not cheap. I can confidently say that my lessons are worth it. And so I want to respond to the students who chose me because of that. So that's the biggest transformation through your course, through taking your course, I think.
I'm so happy to hear that. I also had that kind of imposter syndrome or the
Yeah,
feeling.
imposter syndrome. Yeah, that's the word for it, I think.
Right. Yeah. I used, or maybe I still have it, right? So I guess this is something we all, maybe a lot of us have it. So it's really hard for us to be successful, and making more money makes us feel guilty somehow, but
Yeah.
if you make more money, that means you are giving more impact to the world. You're serving more people, and you are influencing you're influencing your students. Your students are transforming because you're charging higher, right? Because when you pay more to that person, don't you work harder?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When something is free, we don't take care of it. When something is really expensive, we take care of it because we pay for it, right? So when we charge more, our students transform more.
Mhm. Yeah, they
So
stopped canceling my lessons.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, they just, often told me that, they want to change, they want to reschedule their lessons because they're busy, because they have urgent meetings, and, I have a business trip from tomorrow. So can I cancel my lessons? That happened a lot before, but now they don't do that because my lesson is not that cheap. So, that's a biggest change, I think. Yeah, I changed, and then my clients also changed.
That's awesome. So taking your coaching is the highest priority for their lives, right?
Mhm.
But before, maybe you're not charging enough, so you're, taking your lesson was not at the highest level, so it was shifted around. But now it's at the top.
Mhm.
So they make schedule around your lessons.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Don't you like that feeling?
Yeah, I love that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, this is awesome. So now how are you valuing your time and work now comparing to the past, now that students don't reschedule anymore?
Um, I feel much more freedom. I used to be like juggling my schedules. I have to do this and this and this. In the morning, I'll do this, and I have lessons in the evenings. And on weekends, I have, meetings. I have to shoot my video courses, and it was just really busy schedules. And I think I was stressed out. But now, um, I think my work hours is about 1/3 of like before I taking your courses. Like back in 2019, I was like work every day, 7 days a week, like more than 40 hours a week, and split schedules and stuff. And now I have um less students, less clients, but I make more money, and they never, you know, cancel my lessons. So it's a lot easier for me to, plan my monthly schedule. And so I can, go out with friends, I can go shopping, and I can, plan a, short trip that, like weekend trip. And that's, I feel I'm living my life. Yeah.
I'm so happy for the transformation in a short period of time because you took action and you're still taking action. So you're going to change more for sure.
Yeah. Yes. I'm hoping so.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. So thank you very much for sharing your stories. Those are really, really amazing. So if do you have any message for people who are interested in my business coaching? Who do you recommend to take my business coaching, and what should they expect from taking it?
Okay. Whoever um wants to make more money, and less work less and make more money and make more free time, and so that they can enjoy their life. Like myself, working just, hard long hours and have not much time for, leisure. That's and that's something really stressful, I think. If you just working every day and no fun, that's not a life. So anybody who wants to change their life, make the most of their life and live life, I strongly recommend Aiko-san's sessions, because she will change your mindset. The most difficult part is changing mindset. Unless you change your mindset, nothing's gonna happen, nothing's gonna change. And Aiko will lead you to the ideal, self. So yeah, that's, anybody who wants to change their life, I will recommend Aiko-san's sessions, Aiko-san's coaching.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing your stories. I hope I can help more people who want to have their own time and start doing what they wanted to do in lives, because I was working so much in the past, and then I started learning business from different coaches, and now I have more time to help more people. So I hope that I can help more people this way. So Yumi, thank you very much for coming and sharing your stories. And I'm gonna put your YouTube link, all that links here, because you are a big YouTuber. So if anyone is learning English or English pronunciation and who are Japanese, then they can check it out. So thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for having me today.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Okay, have a nice day, everyone. Bye.